Why hello there everyone, welcome back to my channel, I hope you're all doing well. So today we're going to be playing through the second week of the first generation of our new Legacy challenge. So if you missed the last episode and have no idea what's happening right now, I'll leave a link to it in the cards, but the rules for this first generation of my own Legacy challenge will also be left in the description down below. So now it's summer and things are starting to heat up a little bit. So we started off by inviting over Lilith to raise up our friendship a little bit and get some influence points so that we could try and vote in the green gardening neighborhood action plan. So when she got in, she first stole Speckles' ball, which is absolutely not fun, but she got her karma because Speckles came back in and beat her up. So I'm not complaining about that. She got her karma. So yeah, we just generally raised our friendship a little bit up with her, which was nice. So after Lilith left, we finally leveled up our fabrication skill. Then we went to the Humour and Hijinks Festival to see if we could win some good prizes from it. We also invited Lilith and Tina to join us, just as another way to try and, raise our friendship with them. I'm pretty sure I joined the wrong team. So if you don't know how this festival works, you've got two teams and you can win different prizes depending on which team you're on and whether or not you win at all. I know one of the teams you can win a voodoo doll, which is worth loads of money, so pretty sure I joined the wrong team. But anyway, we got points for our team by telling jokes on the microphone and then also doing some of the festival related interactions with other Sims that were at the festival, which was fun. We did win, which was great. So we got a really cute little fireworks show to show that we won. We also won some fireworks and some cash, so we're going to be saving those for whenever we have something to celebrate. So after the festival, we went to bed straight away, and then the next morning we got up to do our chores of tending the garden, collecting all of our harvest, and then some random guy showed up and started inspecting the water collector. I found the option to pay him off to overlook some kind of infringement that we were making on some neighborhood action plan rules, so we did that. That was a bit weird. I have no idea what that was all about, but then later that day Tina came over just for a little chat, and that was basically it for the second day. So the next morning we were actually in for a thunderstorm all day, so I decided to reconfigure the house a little bit so that we could move the candle making station inside, because I did not want to get struck by lightning. At some point later this day, a random guy will turn up and he will get struck by lightning, so better him than me, I guess. But yeah, so we brought the candle making station in, and we also bought a focused potion with some of our lifetime happiness points, so that we could get the skill boost while making our candles, because as I mentioned in the last episode, I was really struggling to increase that skill at a good rate. So that really helped. Then with some of the extra cash that we'd saved up, we bought a new bed and then we just did some harvesting. It was a little bit of a rough day for Speckles, honestly, because he's actually afraid of the front door, and having to be inside all day because of the thunderstorm was a little bit scary for him, because normally he prefers to chill outside where he can be a free range pony and just do whatever he wants. But yeah, the next morning we woke up and it was totally sunny and clear, and we harvested our garden as usual. And then because it was leisure day, and I know because I'm English I should say it as leisure day, but what can I say, I've watched far too many American Simmers playing The Sims 3, in which this holiday is originally from. So now I just want to say leisure day, but this holiday by default is not actually included in the calendar for The Sims 4, so I added it in myself, and it's basically just a holiday where you have fun in the sun, you have barbecues and fireworks, and you just do loads of good party stuff. So we decided to invite over the girls. We invited over Tina. Who else did we invite? Tina, Penny, Nina Caliente, for some reason Katrina Caliente as well, and I'm pretty sure someone else, but I can't. Oh, and Lilith, of course, Lilith. And so we decided to just let loose and skinny dip in the pool, because why not? It's a hot day, nobody else was here, we were just having some fun. Halfway through, the girls, I think, had low needs, so they decided to go home. Tina stuck around with me, somewhat unwillingly, but whatever, we were just decided to set up for the evening. We also became best friends at the same time, which was very cute, and then we took a picture to commemorate that. We then went over to the barbecue, made some hot dogs, had a chat, just, you know, caught up with friends. For me, hot dogs like the ultimate like Sims 3 barbecue food. I don't know why I was feeling so Sims 3 nostalgic while filming this video, but anyway. And then out of nowhere, Chloe just whipped out some incredible fire dancing skills, so that was cool. Then we invited the other girls back for the evening, and then Lilith and Chloe did a keg stand. I'm pretty sure it actually failed, but anyway, we took a picture to celebrate that. Then we finished off the evening by setting off the fireworks that we won at the Humour and Hijinks Festival. We chilled by the fire a bit more, and that was basically it for the evening. So then we went home, had a sleep. Next morning we woke up and it was raining again, but then we harvested the garden. It was really lucky, now I'm thinking about it, that the leisure day was actually sunny. But anyway, so we saved up a good amount of cash, and because of that, we could now actually upgrade our house. So I need you guys to let me know whether you like me including big building sections in these videos or not, because there will be quite a bit of building coming up now. I'm not sure how much of it I'll cut out after I've finished recording this voiceover, but yeah, we've got quite a lot of building. We had saved up a good enough amount of money that we could build an entirely new house, and in the end, the value of it actually came to over 20,000 simoleons, meaning that we could turn off the off-the-grid lot trait and finally buy some ceiling lights and some regular appliances, and also some fun new objects like the juice fizzing station. So that's something that we're going to be getting into much later. So since terraforming came out in an update probably quite a while ago now, it might even have been over a year ago, I'm pretty sure it was, it's something that I haven't really toyed around with that much, so I didn't go too crazy with it while building this house. But what we did make, I was really happy with. It was very subtle terraforming, which I think best suits The Sims 4, considering how kind of flat quite a lot of the rest of the world can be in some places. But I was really happy with how it turned out. The aesthetic that we're going to be going for is very kind of like cozy cottage vibes, and we're going for like red brick and eventually like white siding as well. I was really happy with how the house turned out, but the only problem is that from the outside it looks much bigger than it actually is inside. So we run out of space basically immediately, which when we eventually start expanding our family, because this is at the end of the day a legacy challenge, the main point of it is to have children to continue your family line, we're going to be running out of space pretty quick. But for now, it was a nice upgrade. It's going to do the job for a little while we have some time to build up some more of that good cash money and actually make a nicer house. The garden for me was definitely my favorite part of this whole build, I'm pretty sure. I love how we eventually fit in the crops that we've been growing, and just like made it look like such a cute little farm. But again, we will eventually be expanding because we've already run out of room for crops. So if we find any better plants, it means that we'll probably have to take out some of the lower value ones to put in at the higher value ones, which is okay, but I like having variety as well, especially because later on we'll be buying a flower arranging table, which means that it's really good to have as many flowers as you can so that you can make as many different arrangements as possible without having to pay to buy the actual individual flowers. So because again we actually did take off the off-the-grid lot trait, it meant that we could finally buy an oven and a fridge that doesn't look really old-timey and weird. So we finally upgraded our kitchen to be a little bit more modern, but again, as you can see right here, we have literally already run out of space. We don't have room for a dining table or anything like that, and the room that we just put the juice fizzing station and the candle making station in is actually meant to be a kid's bedroom, so it does look a little bit strange for now. But juice fizzing is a skill that I have been really excited to get into, but because we haven't had, you know, power to our lot, we haven't been able to dive into it just yet, but that's something that we're really going to be getting into in the next episode. So then with the final little drops of cash that we had left, We did upgrade the bathrooms as well, and we now actually have 2 bathrooms in this house, which is really fun. So after we finished building, we went around to see Tina and Yasemin, which I made a mistake because in the last episode I said that she was Tina's sister, but she was actually her wife, which was really fun. And I learned 2 things upon going to visit them. One, they have a child. Never knew that, but that's really cute. Love that. Her name's Olive. She's very cute. And next, they live in a fat mansion, which that was really funny. But then after we went to visit them, we got an invitation to go to the Spice Festival over in San Myshuno. So we bopped ourselves over there with some of the girls as well, and we harvested some of the plants. There weren't that many actually in season to harvest, but that was okay. We then tried out the spicy curry challenge with all the girls that we brought along. We honestly didn't do that well. All of us failed pretty hard, I'm sure. We all need to condition ourselves better to be eating the spicy food, but that's okay. So we basically just spent the rest of the evening chatting away and eating more of the food that the city had to offer us. Then we went back home for the evening and Speckles woke us up in the middle of the night, but that's okay, and we actually became companions, which was really, really cute. So then the next morning we got up and did our regular chores of just harvesting the garden, and then with all the points that we'd stacked up from the green garden neighborhood action plan, I actually wanted to repeal the tech guru one that was enacted. So me and Lilith went over to the local pub to try and convince some people to sign our petition. I brought along Lilith because I thought she'd kind of scare people into signing it, but we were only partially successful because only 2 people signed it. So that's something we're gonna have to finish off in the next episode. But then we came home and we played with Speckles for a bit more. We tested out the juice fizzing station, which was really fun. We also then purchased the flower arranging station, as I mentioned earlier, and also some solar panels because we have lots of new appliances that we need to power. So to try and get those bills down, I bought a couple of solar panels and I'll be trying to buy more later on in future episodes. So when we went to visit Tina and Yasmin yesterday, we discussed having a dinner party. So today was the time that we were actually going to host that. We also decided to invite along Nina Caliente just because I thought she'd been a bit left out from some of the other events, and I wanted to raise up our friendship with her a little bit more, and I wanted to see if she'd sign our petition, but I don't think she did, which was pretty sad, but oh well. So what we did for the dinner party was basically just, pretty standard stuff. We cooked some dinner, we got to know the girls a little bit more. It was quite interesting because Yasmin was telling us how much she hates how Tina works so much and how much that stresses her out, and that she was, trying to convince her to move somewhere a little bit more peaceful and a little bit calmer. So who knows, maybe that's something that's going to be happening in later episodes. And so the dinner party didn't go on for too long. It's going to end soon, and as the dinner party ended, so is this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you again soon.